Good morning, second grade. We are going to work on length at the grocery store, where we are looking at lengths and adding them together. Page 383, number 1. Someone spills a carton of juice in the store. Mr. Green, remember Mrs. Green and Mr. Green? Mr. Green cleans it up. He then blocks off the water spot with tape. How long is the tape? You see here there is a triangle and there are 3 lengths: 37, 24, and 48. We are going to add those together. Now it doesn't matter which order you add them, just so you add all 3 of the numbers. So I'm going to start with 37 plus 24. We're going to add that together, and then we're going to add it plus this number, whatever we equal it to, plus 48. So I'm going to go ahead and write 48 right there, because I know I need to add 1, 2, 3 lengths, and then we'll get a final total right there. All right, 37 plus 24, what do we do first? 7 plus 4 is 11, 1, 10, 1, 1. Now we add our tens. 3 plus 1 plus 2 is 6. Very good. Now we shoot 61 up in the air, and we add that plus our next length of 48. 8 plus 1 is 9. 6 plus 4 is 10. So our answer is 109. Yes, you're right, inches, because they're measuring in inches. All right, now number 2. Number 2, Mrs. Chang wants to decorate the table she uses for free food samples. She wants us to put gold trim around the top of the table. How much trim will she need? Well, this one is very interesting because it's a rectangle. So you can do this a couple different ways. A rectangle has 2 sides the same, and that has the other 2 sides the same. You could measure 27 plus 27, then you could add 36 plus 36, add those 2 together, add these together, and then find out the grand total by adding those 2 together. Or you can do it my way. I'm going to show you right now. 36 plus 27. If you add the 2 adjacent sides, the sides that touch is what adjacent means, you can then just double it. So I'll show you what I mean. 36 plus 27. Now that will give me the total of 2 of the sides. Then all I have to do is double it. So it actually saves me step 3. I only have to do 2 steps this way. 6 plus 7 is 13. And then 1 plus 3 is 4. Plus 2 is 6. So the answer is 63 for the 2 sides. But remember, a rectangle has 4 sides. So if these 2 sides together equal 63, what do you suppose these 2 sides also equal? 63. So all you have to do now is double 63, and you will get all 4 sides. 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 plus 6 is 12. The answer of all 4 sides would be 126 inches. All right, so that is one way to do it. The way that I like is adding 2 adjacent sides together and then doubling it to get these 2 sides. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. All together, it's 126 inches. Now that only works if 2 of the sides are the same and the other 2 sides are the same. So that's rectangles and squares. All right, now number 3. Here is the route of that the customer takes while shopping at the store. How far does the customer walk altogether? How many sides? Yes, you're right. So starting at the store, they go from the door down 35 feet to the farm stand, then 38 feet to the meat counter, and then 24 feet to the bakery, and then finally from the bakery back to the door is 26. Now you have to decide which two you want to add together first, and then you have to add the other two numbers together, and then finally a grand total. I'm going to just start at the door. I'm going to start with 35 plus 38. So number 3, 35 plus 38. And then the next two sides would be 24 and 26. Why do I have to add those two? Because those are another side. So we've got one side, 2, 3, 4. It's a four-sided shape. Is it a rectangle? No. How do you know that? Because they are not the same, are they? If they were the same, it would be 35 and 35. And these two are not the same either. So that tells me it is not a four-sided shape. That is a rectangle or even a square or a parallelogram. It is just simply called a quadrilateral because it's a shape that doesn't have another name that's four sides. All right, let's go ahead and add. 5 plus 8 is 13. 6, I can see 6 right there. 6, 7. All right, hold on to that for a minute. Now let's move over here. 4 plus 6 is 10. 4, I see 4, and one more is 5. Okay, now what do you suppose we do with 73 and 50? Yes, you're right. We need to add 50 and 73 together. What I did is I just moved 50 right here, and now I'm going to add 50 and 73 together. 3 plus 0 is 3. 7 plus 5 is 123. It's 12. Whoops. I was making my new 100. So the answer, the grand total, is 123 what? Yes, feet. You have to look back on the story and see what they're measuring. That's the abbreviation for feet. Very good. Now, on the next page, you are going to do page 384 now. And when you turn the page and you look at them, each story is in either feet, it's either in yards, it's in centimeters, or whatever they do, feet. It looks like yards, feet, inches. We're going to see what kind of shape they are building. So I'm going to help you build the shape, then you're going to go ahead and add the shape, the sides together. The basketball court, we're looking at number 4. The basketball court has 4 right angles. Ooh, that tells me it could be a rectangle or a square. And sides that are 42 feet, 37 feet, 42 feet, and 37 feet. It sounds very, very similar to that because remember, a rectangle, 2 of the sides are the same and the other 2 are the same. So I'm going to draw what that should look like. I just draw a rectangle that went longer going up and down. Now what's the 2 longer sides? Yep, 42. And then across would be 42. And then the other shorter side should be 37 and 37. Now did I measure it to be exact? No, I didn't. I'm just doing it freehand to get a mental picture of what the shape looks like. They're all in feet. Now, you can do it my way where you add the 2 adjacent sides and then you add it again. You double it, just like we did over here. We added the 2 adjacent sides, then we took the answer and we doubled it, 63 and 63. You can add 37 plus 42 and then double that number. Okay? You can do it any way you like, whatever way you feel is most comfortable. All right, when you are finished, you should get a pretty large number, a number in the hundreds, because already I see 30 and 40 is 70. If I think to my head, 70 plus 70, that's 140. So your answer should be around 140. Number 5. The fence around the picnic area has sides with lengths of 33 yards, 56 yards, and 61 yards. What is the total length of the fence? How many sides did you hear? Yeah, 3. So it's a 3-sided figure, which means it's a what? Yes, a triangle. So try to draw a triangle as best you can. Now, all 3 of them are not the same, so your triangle should not look like a equilateral triangle. It should look more like short, long, maybe longer, like that. And then you can fill in the numbers. A short side should be 33, and then the next longer should be 56 and 61. Now you can draw your triangle differently. Does not have to be like mine, but as long as you have a 3-sided shape and you put your numbers on there, and now what will you do? Pick 2 of them, doesn't matter which 2, add them together, and then add your 3rd side. You will have it just like number 1 on the last page, where you add 2 numbers together, and then you add a 3rd number, and you get a total. All right, number 6. A playground game is outlined in chalk. Each side of the 4 sides is 48 inches long. What does that tell you? It's a square if every side is the same. What is the total length of the outline? So you have to figure out if it is a square and each side is the same, it's 48. This one should be pretty easy. Pick 2 of the sides, add them together, and then double it, right? Add it. This will be the same as this, so then just double it. And finally, number 7, the play area has a wood border. The border has sides that are 32 feet, 45 feet, 29 feet, and 61 feet. That would be just like number 3 in the last one, where it's a shape that's not a square, not a rectangle, not a parallelogram, not even a trapezoid. It's a 4-sided shape, and all sides are different lengths, but just so you have 4 sides. And then go ahead and put your numbers. I'm going to just put 29, 32, 45, and finally 61. Okay, now what do? Add 2 of the sides, add the other 2 sides, then add them together. So you're going to have 3 steps for this problem, right? Add 2, and then add them together. Or you can add 2 of them, add the 3rd one to that total, and then find that total and add the 4th one to that total. Either way, as long as you add all 4 sides and get a grand total. Now I see 60 and 40. That's 100. I see 30 and 20. That's 50. So your answer will be more than 150. Make sure that you look at your answer and see if it makes sense. Remember, boys and girls, be math thinkers, not just math doers. All right, go ahead and you can solve these and check in with me if you have any questions.